How's it going, everybody? Got my coffee in hand. Long time no see. How you been? Juice Daddy here. I know it's been a while. Stuff happens. Life happens. And sometimes you just don't have the time or even the energy to put together a video. So I know it's been a while, but through sickness and work being absolutely crazy and other stuff, here I am. And just want to do a quick little pickup video and also show you kind of the progress. Let me see what around. Casa de Juce Daddy is coming along. Like I said, I've been super busy with everything. So when I come home, I usually just flop into my chair, veg out on some YouTube or something on Netflix, watch the game. But anyway, I've cleared out a lot of stuff. Still have not quite sure what to do. I've got amiibos. I've got NES game dust covers. These two board games right here. I'm trying to sell on eBay. Those were garage sale pickups. They were like $1 each. But they're not selling, so I'm not quite sure what to do. I bought this gaming monitor from Best Buy about a month ago. Then I put together this gaming desk I bought on Amazon. And my hope is to kind of turn this into like the retro station. If I need to test NES's, Super Nintendo's, Genesis, whatever, or just to play, Nintendo. Set up my, because this little Samsung, it's a 720p, and it's got lots of good hookups. So I can have a lot of stuff hooked up at the same time. So hook up a SNES, NES, maybe a Dreamcast, and yeah. And also have room for, it's been a couple of years since I shot this video, and I feel bad in my bedroom. That box right there, that's that Pandora's Box arcade stick. So I'd like to get that hooked up so I play that permanently. So if I'm in the mood for some old arcade games, I don't have to drag it out and hook it up. Have it sitting right here. Underneath here, let's see on the left side, that Universal computer paper box and this box right here with this PlayStation, a bunch of games. That's like my current for sale little pile for sale or trade. And the milk carton, I've got some systems, PS1, NES, there's a couple PS2s in there, a Wii, I believe, and controllers and stuff in the blue bag. Just trying to organize. Eventually, I like to get like a little small shelf to maybe hold some games, or maybe something like that that's currently holding my NES collection. Something like that underneath here for some stuff to hold games and controllers. But I'm probably going to move that thing because my plan is to move all my NES games over to this shelf right here. And I've got a second one that I need to put together. So I've got two of these. I bought this black one at a garage sale over the summer. My plan for that is to move it right here, where this currently is, and put maybe Xbox and PS2 games on that. So anyway, once again, it's just finding the time and then the motivation after busting my butt all day to come home and do it. This guitar I've had for a while. I've never played it. I don't know how to play. I need to dust it off and put it up for sale. Now, pretty soon, it's Christmas season, and hopefully get some money. However, I have found, I don't know if you guys have found this, but for selling locally, up until like a couple months ago, Facebook Marketplace was a jam. If I a system like that PlayStation 2, I think there's 17, I put 17 games between the inbox and disc only, and good, not Madden 01, Madden 02. There's Shadow of the Colossus, there's a Final Fantasy, a couple Ratchet and Clanks. I think there's one of the GTAs are in there. If I had put that on Facebook Marketplace back in May or June for $80, which is what it's on there for now. I would have sold it within a day. That there has been on a local Facebook marketplace for a month. Maybe not that long, about 3 weeks. And honestly, I believe it's because Facebook Marketplace is pushing shipping so bad. Like add shipping, add shipping. And when I go on Facebook Marketplace to look for stuff, I see a couple local listings and then a bunch of like ships to you, ships to you, ships to you. Like, so I really believe that people locally aren't seeing my listings. Unless I, of course, boost them, give Facebook, an extra $6, and we'll boost it so an extra 1,500 people see your listing. Like, you guys, God damn it. I hate you, Facebook guy. Mark Zuckerberg, whatever the frick your name is. Hate ya, hate ya, hate ya. Anyway, finally, I've made this little part of Casa de Juce Daddy kind of a second, if that's going to be a command center for retro games, I've got like a command center. I didn't realize I was so zoomed out. Sorry. A command center for, well, not exactly current gen because I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series XYZ Knuckles. But here, this was my computer place, and I kind of realized I had this big computer tower and 2 monitors and all this stuff. I'm like, I sit here on the computer, I Facebook, I Reddit, I go to etc. Why do I need a big computer for this? So I took the tower out, I took the 2 monitors out. This is one of those PlayStation branded 1080p monitors that they were selling during the PS3 generation. So I've had that. That's been in my bedroom for my watch YouTube as I nod off and go to sleep every night. What a waste it was to be my hook a Roku to it and watch YouTube. So I moved it out here. I've got my laptop for my Facebooking, Redditing, Resettering. And let's see what I got here. I've got the Switch hooked to it, because the Switch isn't going to output more than 1080p. I've got the Xbox One, the original, which isn't going to output anything other than 1080p. Got a PS2, which this monitor only does, it has 2 HDMI and 1, what's the 5, not the RCA, but like, is it the component cables? Well, I've got a set of third-party component cables that has hookups for like Nintendo, GameCube, SNES, also PlayStation, and OG Xbox. So I've got that, the PS2, the Slim PS2. Got the Slim PS3. I've got Baby Yodes, who poops every day. And I've got the PS4, which I think the OG PS4 can't get above 1080p either. So we're good. It's not like I'm missing anything by not having hooked up to the big 4K TV I've got over there. So, you see I've been playing a little Horizon. I've got the Dark Souls 3 out. That came out of the $5 game box, which I don't know if you saw. I've already emptied one. Need to empty the second one with the NES games in it. But I'm clearing that out. There's the second box down there. Have that in case I ever decided to get back into $5 game box hunting. But yeah. And what I figured is, what I was doing with a lot of my free time, like I said, I'd come here, plop in this chair, turn on the baseball game, the football game, wrestling, AEW, YouTube Vegas videos, and sit there and watch it. Then next thing I know, I'm tired and I'm nodding off and I want to go to bed. And all these games that sit on my shelves and in boxes and in those never really get played. Because I just didn't have, I had to hook up the systems, I had to move my chair over there. Now look, got a little command center. So as you see, I've been playing some Horizon. I've been playing the Switch a lot more recently. I've been getting into Hades. Hades is an awesome game. And as of the time I'm filming this, it's on sale for $20. It's already won a couple Game of the Year awards. It's so good. I cannot recommend Hades enough. And I'm not even that big of a fan of roguelikes. So I would recommend Hades on that. Let's see. PS3. I want to get into do the two Ratchet and Clank games, the Crack in Time and Tools of Destruction. I want to get back into those. And there's just so many good things I want to play on PS2. Now I got them all hooked up in the spot that I always sit every time I come home and I'm relaxing and just having free time. This is my spot. Now, I use a laptop, have Reddit open and then play a game, have something on as background noise, whether it's a football game or whether it's, something. Got my, I've got my router on the wall, hooked on by push pins. I've used those type of push pins to hang it on the wall. Sturdy so far, 2 weeks and going. Got my little baby Yodes, second baby Yodes. I got that in Seattle. This dude we just hang, man. We just hang. This was at Costco, $20. I think I got there when they first put it out, so I bought it. And when I went to Costco like a week and a half later, there was like 2 left. So Baby Yodes is one of the hot Christmas items I'm imagining, because he is selling fast. I saw CJR got one too. So anyway, that's a little quick update on Casa de Juce Daddy and what's going on around here. I've also been playing Xbox One a lot. I got a resub to Game Pass for $1, and I've been playing Streets of Rage 4. I got into a little bit of Indivisible, which I'm still waiting on my Switch pre-order on that from Target, because I think they were doing a Black Friday sale on that for $15, including the Switch pre-order, which isn't going to be out for a while. So I don't know if that's still coming. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I kind of want to get an Xbox Series X, only because they're doing that all access thing. I don't have to put up the $500 up front. And that would make the Xbox One obsolete. And I could put it on the 4K TV, and with all access, you get like 2 years of Game Pass, which is what I'd be using it for anyway. All right, let's get up to the pickup portion of the video here. The first thing we're going to see, a garage sale find, a deal I've been working on for a while, and also another kind of a church sale find. Let's just get... All right. This was like one of my final garage sale finds of the year. And I was heading home on a slow Saturday. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I saw the sign. I said, why not? They had a lot of cool stuff out, and they looked like they had video games, but I asked them, they said, no video games. I just kept wandering around looking for stuff to resale, and I saw a shoebox with all of this stuff in it. I said, how much? They said, give us 20. So $20 for all this, including all the Pokemons. Very, very nice. It had a bunch of these, I don't know if they have any value. They look like trash to me. And that's where we're going to wind up, is right in the trash. All this stuff. This excited me. A little N64 transfer pack, third party. I'm like, man, you got any more N64 stuff? No. I'm like, you sure you don't have any Nintendo 64? No. Like, all right. Game Boy Color in decent condition. Actually in pretty good condition. It was actually missing the battery cover. This is a third-party repro battery cover. They're really cheap on eBay. I mean, they do a decent job. They put the 800 number, which I'm not even sure if that works anymore. I don't know why it's not focusing on that, but that's all right. And if you peeled that off, I don't know if you can see, there is the Game Boy logo. So they did a really good job reproing these, and they blend in really well with the Game Boy Color. So that's going to be going for sale. I'm glad I'm shooting this pickup video, because I want to load these things up on the Macari and get them sold. I mean, just we'll talk right off the bat. 2 copies of Pokemon Blue. One's kind of worn. That looks like that's going to pair well with that Game Boy right there. Sell it together. 2 copies of Pokemon Crystal. I mean, we're looking at $45 to $50 each right there. I got to check. I see if the battery's saved. I think they do. We got a Pokemon Gold. We got, I think this is Pokemon Pinball. Once again, scratched up, missing a little battery case. Let's pair it with that Game Boy. And then some, NFL, Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, and Bases Loaded. I don't know what to do with those. Throw them somewhere. All right, so 20 bucks on that. Looking like, you know, I'd say at least 90 bucks on the two crystals. I don't know, what's that, another 25? With one of that blue, that good blue. Probably another 25. And the Game Boy with the Pokemon Blue and the pinball mislabels. Gosh, I can get somebody a good deal around 40 for that, wouldn't you say? It'd fly off the shelf at 40. Goodness gracious. That coffee went down all over me. All right. This next sale. I overpaid for this. But I've been working on this woman for 2 years. I went to her garage sale like 3 years ago. She swore and swore she had an in-box Game Boy. Took my number, gave her my card, all that stuff. Nothing. This past summer, I went to that same address. They're having another garage sale. And that's when I bought the Switch games. The stack of Switch games for $100, which I made my money back, and I got the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games and the Team Sonic Racing. And the other games, there's Breath of the Wild, Starlink, that thing. What else was on there? I forgot. But made my money back selling those. Well, finally she calls me. Says I found it. I'm like, oh, great. Let me come by and take a look. She had this stuff. She had an in-box Sega Game Gear. The Game Gear was in good condition, but the box was like, had electrical tape holding it together. And she wanted like $150 for it, so I passed on that. This stuff, like I said, I overpaid. I paid $120. I think it's because it's in such good condition, in boxes. You like this pink bag? So anyway, this pink bag came from when I bought stuff when I went to Seattle back in August. And I got it from Pink Gorilla Games. There's a Pink Gorilla. That's going to be that pickups from that store will be part of a giant pickup video. Like, mostly NES stuff. Still got a lot of stuff you guys haven't seen. Sneak preview. Go sign. Alright. So anyway. Yeah, Pink Gorilla Games. And if you're asking, yes, I did meet Kelsey. So anyway, it came with, more of this junk. We got a Mad Cat. So is this like a magnifier? I don't think, does any of this have value? It has a grip that I think holds the rechargeable batteries. She started valuing this part as part of the 120. I was trying to be honest, this stuff doesn't have any value whatsoever. Whatever that is. That's the charging cable for the rechargeable batteries. Another one of these GameStop lid thingies. I don't know. I'd hate throwing it away, but then again, it's trash to me. I'm not going to do anything with all of this junk. So what do we have here? We have in-box Game Boy Color Galaga. It's opened, but it's new. The game is still in plastic in here. Never played. I can't open it with one hand. But yeah, it's complete. It's in there. Tony Hawk 2 box is in decent condition. Once again, complete. And Namco Museum for the Advance. I don't know why they opened it from the bottom, but they did. That's probably the most worn of the three games, but it is complete. And then we have this complete Game Boy Advance white system. In great condition. Immaculate. All that stuff. Manuals. And should pair well with my equally in-box complete purple Game Boy Advance. So yeah, $120 on those, and I just kind of compared it Price Charting has a complete in-box Game Boy Advance White as like worth $30. That seemed really low to me. That seemed like one of those things where Price Charting was just a bit off, you know? So maybe, maybe not. Either way, it's probably an overpay. But for some complete in-box Game Boy games and Game Boy, I thought, why not? Finally, this was from a church sale. Well, this wasn't. This was from a garage sale. Lady, you know, she had this. I didn't pay $5 for it. I paid $2.50. Destroy All Humans, about a $12 to $13 game. So that's cool. Anyway, she swore up and down that they still had the old NESs, old Nintendo stuff. It was in the house, and her son knew what it is, but he's on his way and he's not here. I'm like, well, let me come back in a half an hour. She's like, hey, he's on his way. I'm like, well, let me come back. I'll be back in a half an hour. Came back about 30, 40 minutes later. And no, he's not here yet. Please give us your number. I was out of cards, so I left her my number. She gave me the pad. And some dude, this dude, I think moved here this year. He's from West Virginia. And I recognized the name. He had already written his number down too. Oh, he came by wanting video games too. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Needless to say, I did not get a call back. I've seen that dude posting stuff on Facebook. Of course, I see his Facebook post marketplace. I see his. I see him trying to sell a Atari 5200 untested with a couple games for $200. I see it. But anyway. So I didn't get a call back. That's a shame because it sounded like they had some good stuff. But it is what it is. Destroy All Humans. All right, church sale. I'm running around the church sale. Not seeing anything until on the floor, or on the ground, they were outside in their parking lot. I see two white bins kind of like this, and they're mixed in with a bunch of old retro toys. And I start looking on, I don't know what I pulled first. I think it was this dude. I'm like, this is a He-Man figure. So I kind of start going through the bins, and He-Man. See some Ninja Turtle stuff. He-Man. That dude. Actual, like the damage indicator He-Man. Naked Skeletor of no arm. I don't know. I think that's a He-Man figure too. Stinkor. This guy, he's missing a wing or two. This dude. Well, there's Stinkor. We got Shredder in here. Rocksteady. Weird Surfy. I think you already saw that one. But anyway, yeah, I mean, got the Samurai Leo. Got the Rat King. Bunny Guy. Don't know what his name is. So anyway, I kind of, like, there was like some Hasbro stuff, and there was, you know, so I just started like separate. There's a He-Man figure. More turtles. And in the bottom here, there's some random accessories. Looks like a head for something. It's not Baxter, is it? Looks like I missed some. There's Bert. No, that's Ernie. Was that Bert or Ernie? I forget. It's been a while since I watched Sesame Street. But I just figured old He-Man and Turtle stuff. This one was, God, this dude was one of my favorites as a kid. I just loved him. I thought it was such a good figure. Oh, there's Bebop. Another one of my favorite He-Man figures, Orko. Missing his hat. But, oh, is that a foot soldier? Mikey. Anyway, there's just a ton in here. for 20 bucks, I figure I can make some money. And possibly, just because of my ignorance, I don't have time to research all of these and figure out what accessory goes to what. You know, just make a lot of He-Man figures, put it up for like 75 bucks. I figure somebody might jump on that, get a great deal, and then I make money. And then do the same with the turtles. I don't know if the turtles are worth as much. And I know there's not as many of the turtles as there are of the He-Man. Oh, look, Casey Jones. But, you know, do the turtles, I don't know, 50 bucks. Cowabunga. So, oh, there's a real Ghostbuster figure. Winston, super scared Winston. Is there a lever? Or does his hand do it? I don't know, but his jaw drops somehow. Oh well. I was definitely looking for some more real Ghostbusters figures, but I think Winston was the only one. That dude. I guess if I'm going to bundle some He-Man figures, I should go up here and grab... Found this at a garage sale years ago. Got it for 50 cents. Ram Man. Ram Man was the very first He-Man figure I ever got. Parents asked me, Mom asked me, what do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas? I said, He-Man, He-Man. And we're in a small town that probably wouldn't have a whole lot of He-Man figures. And the only one under the Christmas tree was Ram Man. No He-Man, no Skeletor, no enemies, just one. Just Ram Man. And I didn't care. Because his little action where you... And then he's got a little switch on the back of his feet that makes him jump. So Ram Man in there. I think... Should I keep Ram Man due to nostalgia? If I keep him for nostalgia, then I'm keeping this dude. Two-Head. I had so many of these. I thought Moss Man was in here. Moss Man was one. Could have swore I had Moss Man in here. Oh, this one. Like he had like 3 different faces. Anyway. I thought it was an interesting find. Alright. So I'm going to separate these, sell them, make some money, hopefully. And hopefully somebody who can really get some enjoyment out of this. Because I mean, look, the amiibos are in a bag over there. I mean, I don't have any room. I already don't have enough room for all these games. Much less all these toys. So, that's it. That's an update here from Casa de Juce Daddy. That's where I've been. That's what I've been going on. And hopefully it won't be so long till next time. But take care. Happy holidays. Like and subscribe if you wish. And I will see you soon, hopefully.